So these are the ginger chips that I boiled in that pan for a couple of times. I filtered out the fluids and I let these dry for a little bit, because what I'm gonna do now is I need the exact weight of these in sugar. And then we're gonna cook these two together in the sugar. So all I'm gonna do is turn this on. And I need to have it with the thing on there so it's zeroed out. And I'm gonna go to, I like grams. There we go, grams. And zero it out. And all I gotta do, here, can you hold that? Okay. Now, after you boil them, there's still a bunch of water content in the middle of the ginger. So, and that'll kind of affect how it candies later on. I tried to dry these out just a little bit. Okay, and again, this is an extra big batch. I'm gonna need 2 of these grates when I'm done, after I put them out and boil them in the sugar. All right, so I've got 279 grams of ginger. Pour it in there. Now I need 279 grams of sugar. Why does it say 9 now? Zero that out. 279. 150, 170. What did I say, 259? All right, 253. Okay, good enough, all right. Now, having this on the heat, I can't just cook it like that. I need just a little bit of fluid. So, I'm gonna take a little bit of the fluid that I'd saved with a little bit of ginger and cinnamon. I'm gonna put that in there just enough to turn the sugar to a kind of like wet sand. Can you see inside here? Come show inside. Maybe a little bit more fluid. So, usually no more than a half a cup. Anywhere from 1/4 to 1/2. All right, let's turn the heat on. Wet sand. All right, so the water content is gonna make the sands, or excuse me, the sugar like a slush. But as it heats, before it caramelizes the sugar, it's gonna boil the water off. So this will start to boil. Just get all this coated. So it'll boil, and what it's really doing is boiling the water off. And when all the water's gone, it'll continue to boil. But as it heats, the sugar will eventually get to the temperature at which it turns into either hard candy, or if you get a little further on, it'll turn into caramel. And for those two, you have to watch the color. Or you get a candy thermometer, you just stick it in there and look at the temperature. I have a tendency to kind of eyeball it. I just keep a light center on, and when the color starts to change just a little bit, take it off the heat. Because as the color changes, that's when you reach that caramelization stage. Everything's turning into a caramel. So you get a soft sugar coating. Then, when it reaches that stage, you want to pull it off. All I do is take this wire rack. I'll put some wax paper underneath of it, put this down, pour my now candied ginger on the top, and kind of spread it out so the pieces all cool and harden apart from each other. And you'll get some sugar drippings in the bottom. That's why the wax paper's down there, because the sugars that drip through taste just like the ginger candy. It's not as chewy. All right, so we'll see what this looks like when it's all done.